wasn't metrics. I've got the conversion at home because I did a workshop on it, and I've got to do another workshop on it next year. And it's 102 metres for, so what was it, 110 bar 2, 110 metres, and it's 2 plies. There's 2 strands, very tight strands in there, and I put 2 together to make a nice 3-ply yarn. And this to me is a nice, it's just a nice weight. I like this weight. 4 plies, I don't like 4-ply. 4-ply's a bit thicker, but you can still get it. You can buy it, but you don't ask me where, because I don't need to buy it. My husband built me a cottage when we shut the shop in Christchurch, when everybody went into sweatshirts, and they didn't want to knit, so and my husband and son-in-law built me a cottage. And Mervyn thought he was going to get in the car in the garage, double garage part, but he thought he was going to get a vehicle. And then I kept saying, I got news for you, mate. Got news for you. Oh, no, car, the van will fit in there, no problem. No, the van will fit in there. It never got in there. It's full of, and I mean, we're just putting it in the rubbish bin now, because it's getting old.
But if we're buying some, we should get acrylic 4-ply.
Oh yes, just get an acrylic 4-ply to start with, to
start with, get some experience.
Get in the experience.
And
no good,
are you
and
saying
get
that
cheap wool, because the cheap stuff wherever you can get it, because the simple reason is, yes, you might knit a child's garment out of it, but then the mother's going to put it in the wash machine anyway, because they don't have time to hand wash anymore. Yeah. Because they're all having to work.
But 4-ply acrylic's fine.
Yeah, 4-ply acrylic. Yeah.
The warehouse have it, or the warehouse tend not to have it?
Well, the warehouse has a 5-ply, which I've put through my machine.
Okay. I go to Lincraft a lot.
There is actually a Lincraft just down the road.
Yeah, Lincraft will have it. No, Spotlight will probably have it too.
Yeah, we used to go to Spotlight, but the Spotlight's way over Sydenham way.
Yeah, that's the only one I've ever been to.
And then just a couple of years later, now they opened the Lincraft just down there. So
at the mall down.
And that's the one mall that Mum often goes to.
Oh, the Eastgate one. Yeah.
So our second nearest, equal nearest.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you want to have a go and see? And you need to sit down if you want
Mum will need to sit down.
Yes, Mum will need to sit down. You might need to move Rose in so she can get her feet in.
Yeah. No, I'll just perch me Mum on the edge.
Now, because you haven't knitted for a wee while, can I suggest you just pull your sleeves up?
Out the way.
They get very nicely munted.
This device here is the casting on device,
or
whatever.
Just the casting on, and now I've dropped it down, you see.
But you've left it still sitting there.
Yes, leave it sitting there, because you take it off now, you're just going to have a raw edge there, because we didn't do. You don't need to shut the latches. The latches will automatically shut themselves.
Yes, I was looking at those ones.
They're either open or shut. It doesn't matter, because there's a little magnet underneath there. It's a little bit heavy. That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't a proper cast on. You'd have to do your E-rack cast on if you're going to make something. But this is just for samples.
What do you mean it's not the real cast on? There's a
because
different
if you took that off there now, you're just going to have a raw edge. I haven't put an edge on it.
It will need a clean up and oil first.
Yes, it will. And I meant to bring it with me. I have got, I can't remember what they're called.
Machine oil.
No, not machine. There's brushes. We got them made in Christchurch here for a festival fundraiser one year, and back in the 90s. And they've got a brush. They're like a long bottle brush.
Oh yeah.
And they go through, and you put them through the machine. You take your pressure bar out and you put them through, and as you bring them out, you twist them, and you want to see the fluff that comes out.
So that pressure bar's back in there now?
Yeah, that's got to be in there, otherwise the needles will be sitting up too high. You wouldn't be able to knit.
Oh well, look, I've done a row.
You've done 2 rows.
That's good. Now if you leave that up, Kathy, so that I remember.
Well, yeah, that's not. Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's just sitting there to guide this through. That's for guiding that through.
Or
would you like to do another couple of rows?
Yeah, we should do a bunch of them.
Yeah.
I still don't get what you mean.
Work. We're going to run out of wool again.
Oh, it's
It's breaking, you see.
Yes, run out of wool.
That's probably why this broken bit was in here to start with.
The others are thicker.
Yeah, I was going to say, can we try one of the others?
Pure wool. I'm just wondering what ply that is, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I don't really want to use that because it's too good a yarn. And that one there is from Lincraft. That'll be a double knit. It's nice and soft though, made in China. Doesn't say. Because that one might go through all right. Give it a try. But this, I'll do this one from here. This is where you take them out when they're in balls, if you can get your hands in the middle. Sometimes it isn't the middle. Sometimes you might make quite a mess.
Sometimes they don't want to come from the middle.
No, they don't, do they? No. This one doesn't, and it's going to, because I told it it had to. My husband will say, the boss is talking.
The boss is talking.
Yeah, the boss is talking. I'm very lucky, got a very good husband. Keep telling him he's a pain in the backside, but he doesn't listen to me. This is going to come out too much.
Yeah. They don't want to come from the
No,
middle.
it doesn't. No, it does not.
And if it doesn't, I don't fight it.
It does not want to come out of the middle. Right. Right, we've got a wool
That
one
white
somewhere,
one
haven't
is a thinner one, I
we?
think.
Yeah, but I just think it's too nice to use, you know. You might want to knit something with it. Although you can always undo these. You've got a wool
Well, I
one there,
shall,
haven't you?
Start off with just squares and
Yes.
Ah, now it's got
add
this,
them
but
together.
it needs some kind of bracket to
Put
hold
them
it.
together.
Oh, you just get a clamp, do you?
Yeah, you put a clamp on. Yeah. Clamp it onto the. Oh no, it's probably. Wait a minute, we can move that down. And you can clamp it onto the end of here. This goes in here.
Yeah, it was in there, it fell out at some point.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. And just screw up. Through to the right to make it tight.
We're going to run out of thread on that one.
Oh yeah? Is that the only one you got?
No, there's lots of them.
Is there? Oh, that one would be a better one because that's got a long bit. That's for to put the ribber on, but it'll fit in there. That'll be a better one to do it with.
Yeah, it certainly don't want to come.
Right, she's right. I'll do it this way for you. I've got proper electric winders that I used to have in the shop, which are really good. If I have to wind wool, that's what it goes on. And I always put a bit of tension on it.
I hope Mum's remembering this because
Yes, I'm all right
I'll
with
get
this.
the big
I've
silver.
used that
I'm
before.
still trying to work out how the wall winder works.
No, I'm all right with the wall winder. I can't understand why that doesn't come out. It normally comes out so easy, doesn't it?
Yeah. I have to actually hold
That's
it,
what
I
I
think.
normally do, sit in the bowl and let it run round.
Yeah, but you can't because it's going to get hooked up around the back end of it. This isn't going to be round very, very tight either. Determined to get this stupid thing working.
Isn't it? So and so.
Ah, look, we got a whole lot out. Let's see if we can get any more out. Actually, that might be better to start from there. Actually, now we've got that out.
Oh, have you found the end?
Well, we will do because this is
At
not,
last.
this is only one strand. There's the end there, but it's still going to get
Usually
knotted up.
falls out easier.
Yeah, it does.
I've never known them to tangle like that before.
It didn't want to be knitted. It says, look, I'm quite happy in this box, just leave me alone.
And it was your neighbour was interested in ham radio many years ago. Do I remember
Yeah.
us? You mentioned
Jeff
about
Gilman.
that.
Yeah, Jeff Gilman, yeah. The old ham radio, yeah. Used to drive Barbara up the wall, his wife, because he lived in his little hut. In fact, my grandson was living in the house for a wee while. But they've got the owner's daughter in it now, and she's unfortunately into the wacky backy. Well, worse than the wacky backy, but. When it goes from two ends. This is all the frustrating part. Mind you, if you have to undo it, it's really good a wool winder because you just put it on the wool winder, don't you, to undo it? Yeah, it gets undone really quick. Probably quicker than it got knitted. Now, where's my end? Should be down here. No, it's wrong end.
You'll find it eventually.
Yeah, I'm just wondering where the end is where I started from. That's got knots in it. Look at that.
Yes. Now, normally I would watch that because I
well, it's not
see
meant to
that.
have knots in it.
No, I make sure that it's at the end.
Yeah, because that's right, yeah. I can remember when my eldest daughter who is now 55, I think, something like that. She was born in 62. And another knot just went through my hand. And I knitted her hers, and another one.
Ah, that was obviously cheap wool.
Yeah.
That didn't happen because of the fight it put up earlier.
No, I don't. No, because I could. It was definitely a knot.
When you buy a skein of wool, you're supposed to be a whole skein there.
Yeah. And anyway, I knitted her school jersey to start school.
Yes,
and,
they didn't used to like them. That normally they made you buy the school ones, but I used to make the.
And so anyway, and it had, I can't remember what I complained about, but there was something wrong with it at the time, because it's too long from this old brain to remember. And I went back in, it was knots in it, that's right, and I went back in and I said to Mr. Ager, who had the drapery, and I said to me, legally they are allowed 5 knots of wool and an ounce wall of wool. And I thought, that's a load of poppycock.
So is the wool sold by weight, or perhaps I should say the yarn, is it sold by weight or by distance?
Yes. Yeah, it's grams, so many grams.
Yes, it used to be ounces.
Yeah.
And I still think
think of ounces too, that's alright.
So would that be like about 500 metres per ball or something?
Well, it depends.
Some of them do have it written. It depends on the wool, on the yarn.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I can sort of see a few little bits loose, coming loose.
Once it did that, I would take that off and start a new one.
That's all right. Got scissors. I don't need the scissors. We got it untangled again.
So wool winder generally hold a whole ball?
That wool winder is a shorter one than the one I used to have.
Well, we haven't filled this up yet though. See, once you get that full, then it will go over the edge. But you don't want that. It's not going to do that because we haven't got that much more left to do.
Yeah, just about do it.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Well, you don't get a choice of where to put it. It spirals on it by its own system.
Yes.
eh?
Yeah. And I mean, because it's not getting held really tight, because I'm having to stop every now and again, it's not as tight as what it would normally be on the
Oh, okay.
cone. Let's get this out of it. I hate having to wear glasses because I can't see. Which, according to my husband, is all in my brain.
Hmm?
Must be obviously better with glasses. I says, no, I can't. That bit go, and go under there. You have to have good patience when you're a machinist, though. Although if you have to undo it, at least it doesn't take long to knit back up again. Right.
There we are.
The handles you referred to as for lacing,
Yeah.
what did you mean by that?
Well,
Well,
you
I
need the
know.
punch card if you're going to lace, or you can hand tool it,
'Cause
and you
do
make
it.
lace. You know, lace as in holy knitting.
Oh.
Okay, but it wouldn't be the fine cotton.
No, you use
Like
wool.
lace?
Use wool to do it still.
Okay.
Yeah. Lots of
Patterned.
patterns for lace garments.
Okay. Yeah, we've got these plastic things.
Don't know what they're for.
Oh, they're for the ribber.
Oh,
You only
okay.
need one, and they slot in. See where that
In a
little
sim-
bar is at the top
Yeah.
there? Well, they slot in underneath the needles on the ribber, and it
Oh,
sits
yeah.
like that.
Okay.
You only need one. You don't need two, so you only need one.
And we don't need any because we're not using the rubber.
Yeah.
No.
That's-
Right, now, what am I going to do with this to stop this so that we can get it off here now?
But
Well, I can take
does
it
that mean
off.
that you only use these with the punch card? This,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And this here, you can use the punch card too.
oh, you can use it
Oh,
with the
yes,
punch
yes,
card.
no, you can do ferrule.
Okay.
You need this too for lace, because usually what it is with lace, you go 1, 2, 3, 4 with that, and then because it's moving stitches over and back, and then 1, 2 with this hand, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and you get into quite a rhythm, don't you?
Oh, okay, so you would, with your extension pieces maybe out to each side,
Well, it depends on how big a garment
depending
you've got.
how wide,
Yeah.
but you can have both of these on the same
Yep.
carriageway at the same
Yep.
time, and you just, sometimes the left hand, sometimes the right hand.
No, you always use that with the right hand because it always finishes up on that side.
This
Because
must
there's
always
always
finish
an
up on-
even number of rows using the lace maker.
Oh, okay.
It could be, sometimes it could be 16 rows, you've got a really fancy lace.
Oh, okay.
But mostly most people only do 4 rows. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you get a packet of punch cards with the machine?
There's a whole packet under
Yeah, well,
there.
Yeah, but I'm not going
No, the lace ones are certain ones, and
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
easy enough to see which ones they are. They've got
Fair enough,
red
but
and-
I didn't know before that you could have 2 carriages on the same carriageway.
Yeah.
I assumed one for the top and
Well,
one
you
for
can
the
do
river.
the same thing with stripes.
Okay.
If you've got 2 of these,
Yeah.
you can do the same thing with stripes because you have one going each end. So you go 1, 2, and then you've got one at that end that go 1, 2 because they're different wool, different
Yeah,
ball
yeah.
of wool for each colour.
Yeah.
Or you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, or 4 and 2, or whatever. As long as you always end up at the opposite ends, you can do it. It saves you having to put in the wool in here. There is one of these feeders, I think, has 2 slots in it for something. Oh, that one does actually. That has 2 slots in it.
CRC. Well, I've got to get.
CRC, yeah. Right, okay, so we'll try this now and see what happens with this now. Now we just tie this into where the red was. And you do a good reef knot, don't you? Which I didn't know what a reef knot wasn't. Oh yes, I got told what a reef knot was when I went for my medical to go nursing. The doctor that did it, he said, "Oh, show me how to do a reef knot, because that's how you do a sling up." But in Girl Guides I had to teach it, so yeah. So right, so that's how we go. If you're going to put your hand here, and it's a push me, pull me. If you've got your hand on top, you're pressing down on it, you're making it harder for yourself to use.
Yes, I see what you mean.
That might be a bit tight for a few minutes.
Yes,
Yeah.
did it wait?
Wait a minute, we'll up this a bit, up it to 8.
Okay, so the knob's an adjustable tension.
Yeah, that's the tension, yes.
Now, I've never had
And the
a knob
tension of
go
what?
through
The
it
tension of the wall?
before.
Whether they do. With the
Is it the tension of the wall that it affects?
every ball of wool you need to do a tension swatch for, because it will make a difference. You can have all exactly the same whatever, as one stitch got
that's
hooked up
hooked
here.
up
Yeah,
somehow.
so we'll unhook it. Oh, it's got hooked up here.
Ah, that's where it's hooked up.
And it's probably hooked up under there too, by the looks of it. That's got it, that's better. This here can come down. Is that right? Does that seem right? Oh, wait a minute, that's not in the middle either. Oh, wait a minute, there's a strand of wool hooked up under there. We are, that's better. That's better, yeah.
There we are.
Yeah.
There. We'll leave that. That won't hurt to leave it like that.
No,
will
no,
it?
no, no, it's only waste wool. It's not going to do it. It's not waste wool, you're only doing a little swatch thing.
We'll leave that like that, Kathy. But all this stuff that we don't need. will be
Yeah,
packed.
well, that's not even thinking about that at the moment. No?
But I am.
Okay,
Get it
so,
packed away.
Because she wants it out of her lounge, you see, because it's cluttering it up, isn't it?
This is the radio room.
Oh, radio room, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, yes.
Had to move the aerial to make room, but that's fine. Right. So that's how you've knitted some rows.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now, if you...
we should just be able to go forward and back without
yes,
doing anything?
Yeah, yeah.
You could do it.
Yeah.
Yes, you can do it.
Because we want to make sure we know how to cast off and cast back on again.
Or put the hand further down there, because it's a push me, pull me action. Because if you've got your hand on the top, you're putting pressure on it, so it makes it harder to push. You only need one hand. You can still do it whichever hand you want to do it with. But, you know, you just keep doing it with the same hand. Actually, I'm just going to loosen this tension off here. Which one's it coming through? I'll have to go around the other side and see. See, that's a thicker yarn. Put the glasses on, right. So that, oh yeah, that's really tight. In the middle there. Try that.
Are there numbers on that one?
Yeah, there's numbers on it, but I don't know. That's minus, that's plus. I don't know whether minus and plus what it means, but I'll just do a couple of rows with it on plus, and I'll see if it's a tighter tension. So what's happened there? Ah, that's what happened there. That's what happened there.
It's lost some.
Yeah. Oh, well, you can start it off again.
No, that's good.
There you are.
That's our practice one.
There's your
Thank
big one, this
you.
one.
Right. So
There is a smaller one in this
Well,
one. It
that's
hasn't
good.
got the.
That gives me the tension.
There was a smaller one in
Well,
this, but
there's
it
this
hasn't
one.
got the two end things on it, has it? Somebody's cut it down
oh, I see.
because it should be 50 stitches. So this is no, it should be 100 stitches.
Well, what about these two things we've got here? We've got a bunch of things here. Okay, well that's another big long one.
Oh, those are cast on combs. Those are after you've done it. Oh, there you are. That's what you want. That one. That Gertie. That's the one you want. Those are after you've actually cast it on.
Well, I thought
You've
we had
got-
cast it on.
No. If you're
I
doing
cast
rib,
on by
you need
hand.
that.
Okay,
If you're going using both beds, you'll need those.
so these are just to go with the river.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gosh, it's been in a shed somewhere for like a dirt and dust.
Yeah, it was in someone's garage and goodness knows how much. And we've got this one too.
Yeah, that's the smaller one. That's the half size one. That's for if you're doing just a sleeve, for instance.
Oh, okay.
Start off with a sleeve. You have one big one and one small one with machines, but those are earlier ones on what this machine should have.
Are they still compatible?
Oh yeah, everything with Brother is compatible, and this is probably what happened why Brother, well mind you, they did have a big fire in their factory, and I think they decided then some of these are a bit crooked. Not too bad though, not as bad as some of mine.
We've got pliers.
No, it's okay, I just
Right.
put it back on my finger
Now-
like that. So you're going to put the same thing on, do the same thing.
What I might do, I might just get a close-up picture of that as you're doing it. I thought the
Okay.
carriage went up at this end to start on at the
Doesn't
left.
make any difference, doesn't make any difference.
Okay.
I start at the left when I'm doing rib, but that's just me. By rights, you're meant to start it. If you follow your instruction manual, you'll start on that side. Because that's what I have to do. I always have to change it when I'm teaching, so that